Okay, we're live.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, I cannot believe we have so many people in the chat already. I am just blown away. Yeah. Um, Jean and Teri, I was going to ask you if you have any updates this week. Um, Anything you want to talk about first before we read people?
Well, I'm editing another amazing video from one of the chat members, and I've been getting up early in the morning, like 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning, to start editing.
Oh,
And it's actually been pretty good because I've had a creative spurt, which is really good, which would help me expedite things. And I'm learning as I go along, and I'm sure once I do 4 or 5 of them, I'll get much better. But that's what I've been doing is editing another amazing video.
Yeah.
that's
How about
great,
you,
Jean.
Teri?
Well, I just want to start off and say thank you. I mean, thank you for having me on. It's like we're getting the band back together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good to be with you ladies again. Um, yeah, I'm working away on my next show. I'll probably be filming that on Sunday and getting that out, and really excited about the people that are interested and the people that are liking and subscribing. So life is good. Life is good.
I I think you'll have a very important subscriber come by and check you out while you're live.
Yeah.
You,
I hope
yeah,
so.
Linda G called you out on Allie's show
Yeah.
today.
Ah,
Oh my goodness.
I
I was there. Terry was there. So you must have been lurking because I didn't see your thing.
yeah.
I
Oh my
watched it
God.
after.
Oh.
You know what was so weird is I had a lot of things lined up to do today, and I was told, cut your exercise short, get in there, watch that entire video set, participate, listen, learn. It was fabulous. It was really,
Wow.
really good. Yeah.
I I thought that was one of Allie's best shows because she did such a good job interviewing Linda G. Because I've heard Linda G. interviewed many, many times, but we learned things that we had not learned before
Yeah.
about her.
I
And
thought so too.
especially, yeah, I loved hearing about some of her favorite times and favorite reads.
Yeah. It was fluid. It was really fluid. She
Hmm.
did a great job. She really did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it. Well, I happened to notice in the chat, okay, show this. Sharon shared that we need to send prayers and love to Jeffrey Ripe Color Tarot because they had a fire in his
Oh
apartment.
no.
Yeah,
Oh
Sorry to hear
no.
that.
I know. So
Wow.
she's saying he lost everything, but he's okay, which is really the most important part, you know.
Yeah.
So if everybody wouldn't mind just taking a moment and to send him good prayers, good thoughts, healing energy. Yeah. He's he's a great reader. I really like seeing him on shows and I don't see him that often. So I think that means I need to subscribe. So
Well, Jeffrey, I'm going to put you on my 4 a.m. List.
Oh, that's sweet.
Um, you know, it's the coolest thing. I used to wake up, have trouble sleeping, and then once it hit me, put it to good use. And
mhm.
yeah, it's resulted in some really powerful moments between me and my guides and the creator and those people I'm praying for. So
Mhm.
yeah, all right, we got the power. We got to use it.
Yes. So I just put up our little banner, just letting everybody know that they can ask questions. We'll answer pretty much everything except for political questions. We're at least myself and Jean, we're not that politically knowledgeable. Um, I don't know about you, Terry. Can you read
Oh,
politically?
I dabble. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but I want to do, what the group is interested in. So you guys just let me know.
Okay, so um, what's really helpful is if that in the chat you put in them all in your questions all caps, and it's also lovely if you put a little bit of emojis around it because it helps us see it. This is my first time hosting a live, so that means I have to watch all the comments and try to participate at the same time, whereas Jean, she's already got her stripes in this. I'm just learning.
And I
Only a
just get to
few.
cruise.
But you got to host like the next time. So
Oh, uh-oh.
yeah, that's
What
that's
happens?
that's the price.
Okay. You got it, ladies.
Yeah. In fact, one person I see right now in the chat is uh, somebody saying hi to Butterfly Kisses Healing, and I just wanted to have a shout out to her too. I just
Yeah.
got a healing by her, and it was amazing.
Oh, wow.
She sent me on a trip. Not, I mean, I got healed, but I also went on this amazing trip out in the stars, out in the universe, and a buffalo sniffed me and said I was okay, and things got cracked off me, and it was really amazing. And I actually think that it's still working in my body because I keep
Yeah.
feeling something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll have to check that out.
Teri Ortega, maybe this isn't the. I don't know if we should look at another layer of your cake right now because it takes time. I don't know if you're aware, but I was reading, and her ancestors wheeled out a layer cake, the prettiest cake, and then
Oh.
they cut the cake and put it on a platter, and when it started out 5 layers, and it grew to many layers, and basically they were like, pick a layer to read, and
Cool.
yeah, it was
That's cool.
really
I like that
cool.
visual.
Yeah. um, Jean has been reading past lives too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Remind me. I know I have. What was the one that I was telling you about?
You got to ride on a magic carpet to go
Oh,
to the
that's right. That's
reading.
right. We did. We did. That's right. I knew there was, I just didn't have it right at the top of my mind here. Yeah, it was amazing. I had never done that before. I'm always willing to be challenged. And one of the veteran people in the chat were very supportive and high vibrational person herself, and she gave me the option to uh, tell her a little bit about a past life. And I said, well, I've never done this before. I said, why don't I accept the challenge. Let me see what my guides have to say. And I went in, and oh my goodness, we went and met a gatekeeper. Then he let us in, but he said if we go in, we have to have power animals with us and guides with us. And after we get in, we have to travel on a magic carpet. And that's how we went to the halls of knowledge, is what they called it. And then we went to one of her past lives.
Wow.
Oh,
Cool.
that is amazing.
I should
I
probably, I'll have to ask her if I could share that, because that was pretty amazing. I mean, I had never done that before, and that, just because I hadn't done it before, it was amazing. But um, yeah,
mhm.
it was really something. She ended up being a man in the Wild West back in the late, I can't remember, it was the first half or second half of the 1800s. And he was a man of integrity. And there was a lot of like, you know, there was a lot of adversity in the town, and he was the one person that people could really trust and rely on. And it was just so beautiful. And it was just like a little movie playing out
Mhm.
in my mind. And I just
Yeah.
wish, I hope I did it justice by describing it as much as I possibly could.
I know that that's what I work on the whole time to try to just. I wish that I had some sort of spiritual goggles I could put on them and me, and they could see what I'm seeing at the same time. But so I try to describe as much as I can. And don't you also find that some things mean something to them and they don't mean something to you? And
Yeah.
I said, your father's handing over the baton to you. And one of my readers said, baton, oh my gosh, I was a baton twirler for 18 years. And I'm like,
Oh,
I had no
oh
idea.
my gosh,
They make you
oh my
say
gosh.
things and you just never know. You just never know what's going to mean something.
Well, I'm going to put this up real quick. Juno says that was an amazing reading you did for me.
Well, she's coming out of the closet. The past life reading was for her. So
Oh, oh, Juno.
that's what she's
nice,
saying.
Gina.
You did it for
Wow.
me. I knew that, Juno, but I didn't want to out you. But now you're out.
Oh,
Everybody's
geez.
going to want to read your past lives.
Sounds
Oh,
interesting.
wonderful. We actually have some, let's see here. Okay, here's our first question.
Oh,
Um, and Leonard would like to hear from her little Rosie and Tess, a dog and a cat. So I'm assuming Rosie's the dog and Tess is the cat. And I'm
Cute
also
names.
assuming they've passed. So let's try to see if we can get anything from them.
I'm getting Rosie was like a little kid or a little child, and Tess was like very sophisticated and didn't want to deal with any of those shenanigans. Like she was more of the upper class, or Tess was more. I'm guessing it's a she, but Tess was more, little more of the upper echelon, sophisticated type of cat, and Rosie was very jovial and playful and ran around a lot and got into mischief and was very childlike, which is endearing.
I got that same feeling too, and I got a lot of playful barking, like "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" That kind of thing.
I am kind of seeing the same thing on my little stage, but I think Jean, you kind of nailed it when you almost said sophisticat. The test on my stage looked like, oh yes, I am sophisticat. That's right. And I see her kind of putting a paw on the dog's head, like you behave yourself.
Let me see if I can get a message.
I got one.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Oh, let's hear it.
Big old licks in the face.
Aw.
Oh, I love you. I sort of got the same feeling I get when my dog does that to me and kisses me. Very loving.
Hmm.
Very loving animals. Yes.
Tess was really, or I'm sorry, was Rosie is saying, Rosie is saying that she's very happy that she got to spend a lifetime with you here and share your energies, and that she will be waiting for you on the other side, like like a faithful family member. She's watching over you, and she just can't wait for you to come back home. Boop, 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 boop. She's still just like she would wait for you to come home. She's waiting for you to come home.
Oh, that is that. I'm not getting so much other than them sitting there on the stage, but that's amazing. That's wonderful.
Oh, very faithful, very sweet pets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's a testament to you that you allowed them to share your energy so intimately. You didn't, I mean, not many of us do. I'm not suggesting that we do, but it wasn't like a pet and owner relationship. It was very much soul to soul relationship. You tapped into their soul and their personalities, and you treated them like a family member, like the
Family.
personality
Mhm.
who they were showing themselves to be. And you recognized that, and you could see their soul, and you addressed them and spoke to them as if you were speaking to their soul, and they could feel that.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Aw.
Mhm. I know from my experience that a lot of my pets are over there, and like I had a horse Smokey that I grew up with. That I mean, like from I don't know, maybe 7 years old till he passed away. We grew up together, and he still comes to me in my dreams. He still
Wow.
comes and has contact, and I love having him come visit so much. It means so much. So I think that maybe they're reminding me of Smokey's visit because maybe Rosie and Tess are going to visit her.
Absolutely. It's that soul connection, that soul bond, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay, let's
beautiful.
see. Here's our next question. Vivienne wants a message from her angels and guides, please.
They're very close. They are almost materializing. I can see them fading in and out in interdimensional. I think they're visiting you physically. Angels are anyway.
Oh my. Yep. I had a vision of a huge white, really white angel behind you. Huge. I mean, like a statue. And in fact, they kind of whipped my mind back to that statue in Buenos Aires, I think, that big Christ statue. But this is an angel that close behind. Maybe the angel's so close it looks giant behind you. Wow.
That's beautiful. Well, the first thing I heard, and so I have to say it, is uh, the tide has turned. The tide has turned, and no longer do you need to feel alone. That you're surrounded by powerful beings who want you to call out to them and communicate with them and go forward unafraid.
And I get be a beacon, be the beacon, send, spend time with the prayer list, send out the the message. And I'm getting something kind of funny, the bat signal. Send out the bat signal.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'm just feeling a great deal of energy, a great deal of energy there with you.
Mhm.
Terry Lee,
Yeah.
can I ask you to share with the everybody watching your message that you shared the other day about us rising? And because I really see things materializing for Vivian, and in
Oh,
the
cool.
angelic realm, I could see them sort of like a ghostly outline, not ghostly, but like sort of like a very soft, heathered outline of them actually coming into her
Yeah. I feel very, very
environment.
powerful energy. Well, thank you, Jean, because that kind of is, the tide has turned. I thought, huh? But maybe not specifically. The tide has turned for all of us. So what I talked about was we all know that the veil is thinning, and we know that our loved ones on the other side are anxious to come and speak to us, and our guides are anxious for us to communicate with them and call to them for help when we need it. And at the same time, when we come to this planet, we make an agreement. It's an agreement of forgetfulness. So we agree to forget who we are and come and experience this, so that a range of other things can be there for us to experience and understand. But at the same time, now that the veil is thinning, I believe that this veil of forgetfulness is thinning as well. And we're starting to realize who we truly are, that we are illuminated light beings who are surrounded by fluorescent light and energies, and our guides and our angels are with us. And just sitting in that knowledge is an incredible amount of power and joy, childlike joy that, your crew is with you.
You know, Jean, I'm so glad you asked her that, because Teri, I have been hearing from time to time, like in meditations, in my sleep, just very, 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 once I hear, remember, remember.
Little whispers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hear it often,
Cool.
remember. And yeah, we often hear about the veil thinning, but we don't necessarily hear a ton about our veil of forgiveness thinning.
Yeah.
And wow. Wow.
And when we raise our energies with joy, gratitude, love, playfulness, music, art, creativity, when we raise that energy, then we come closer and closer together.
Wow. That is amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna, let's see. I'm just gonna put up this one real quick. Thank you, Juno. Because yeah, I think we've all read Juno, and they were amazing readings. I haven't even got to talk about that reading yet, and it was a big old wow. Okay, here's
Thank
our
you so
next
much,
question. So, dozen cats for me, wellness chats, which your channel is doing super great too. She wants to know any messages from my first cousins Billy or Adam, who took their own lives. Thank you.
Whew.
I see them cheering you on. I see them acknowledging and congratulating you on your courage and your ability to push through and to not let it get the best of you. That they know how hard and how difficult and how it's like we're walking through tar down here, how hard and how difficult it can be just to take one step forward sometimes, and how difficult our journeys may be, and that it's all in the plan. And they see that you're coming out on the other side, and being freed from that tar and that you're coming towards the light. It's almost like walking out of an ocean. You know how the ocean like pulls you down and pulls you back, and you can't quite get out, and you got to lift up your legs really high to get over the beat, to get over the waves that are crashing. And they see you coming clean, coming out of that ocean, coming out of that drowning kind of heaviness, and they're just so proud of you. They know how difficult you guys all signed up for an extra difficult experience here on this earth at this time. They're just really cheering you on.
I see two beefy guys coming up to the stage. One a little skinnier, one a little, and I hope I got this right, but the bigger one seems to be wearing some green plaid. He's got like a mustache and a bit, one of those ones that kind of go
Goatee.
around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, goatee kind of thing. And I see him going, hoo, 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 as he's cheering you on, a deep voice like that. And the other guy, the skinnier guy, is very happy for you too. But I see him being a little more prayerful. I don't think he was necessarily super prayerful in life, but he feels very prayerful now. I don't think he has facial hair. I see them both supporting me.
I've only got Adam here. And it's almost like maybe Billy's standing behind him. But Adam stepped forth and he told me to say to you, I only feel love and joy and peace. I only feel love and joy and peace here. And I send that to you. Don't let your heart ache for me. My life journey in that lifetime is done, but I'm always here for you. We are family. Our souls meld together. Know that when you think of us in love, we are sending that love back to you, just like a reflecting mirror. You send it to us, we send it back to you, and we give you that love for your strength and your power to go on. Oh, it's very sweet. Whew, okay.
Wow. I could feel that one very strongly.
Very sweet.
Oh.
That was beautiful, Teri. Thank you.
No, it didn't come from me.
That was
That was
amazing. Okay. After we just take a few deep breaths after that one.
Mach 9 with your hair on fire. Is that how it feels, Juno?
A little bit.
I think we can relate.
So Juno says, may I ask for a message from my guides and angels, please? My spiritual life is going Mach 9. Wow, good. At least it feels that way, and I would like some insight. Okay. Let's tap into Mach 9 here.
Well, I'm getting that she's a light worker. She's a way shower, and she is a connector, the connector to the grid. And she is a beacon as well. And to hang on and stay grounded, stay centered, stay it's easy to get caught up in the energies and to go soaring and to almost leave your body sometimes and travel. I mean, you can travel, just come back home. Do some grounding, put your hands in some dirt, take a salt bath, drum, sit on the earth. I know it's cold outside, but get a cold tush. Maybe find a nice log or something to sit on, or a half a log.
I got a great visual for you. It came in clear. And it maybe comes from maybe my reference because I'm always saying like it feels like we're exploring outer space. It feels like we're just discovering all sorts of new things. But I visualized a spacecraft and a spacewalk, an astronaut on a spacewalk, floating out, but it's tethered. It's tethered. So you're free to explore, but you got to be tethered. You got to keep that tether attached. And what I got too was that when you're tapping in, if you've got some way to take that energy in and then do something with it. So I channel write. Lots of times I'll meditate and just start getting that energy and I'll just write. And it doesn't have to be a message for the ages. It could just be how you're feeling right now. Just something to take that energy and guide it and direct it. And prayer is also a very good way to do that too.
Well, Juno, you better hang on.
Stay tethered, girl.
Because I know you live in the Southwest and I'm back in front of your house, but in a huge U across the Southwest, across where you live, like I see my shaman. Like I see twins of my shaman all around. They're all drumming. They're all pushing power and spirit. They're pushing things at you. So I think hang on. I don't think Mach 9 is going to slow down anytime soon. Although remember this and remember that you can ask them to slow down if they're drumming too fast.
And if I could just interject, Juno, I've got a series coming up after this one. It'll be this second series will be in February, but it's called Flying at the Speed of Light. And it's going to have a lot of pieces of that kind of redirecting energy and how we can do that. For those of us who are really experiencing a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
Yeah.
Enjoy it because
Yeah.
it doesn't, well, for me, I remember going through these spurts, and then when it would slow down or stop for a moment, I would be like, what happened? Where did it go? Where's all that energy? And they'd give it to you in doses. So you may be having a download, you may be upgrading your energy, you may be just opening up your awareness. But take it in and enjoy it and keep yourself grounded while you're doing that. But it will slow down or disappear or and don't worry about it. It's just going to ebb and flow like this because they can't give it to us all at once. But they wanted to give you a big dose because they hear that you're open to it, right? With all these readings.
Right. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. So here's our next one. Chris Martin would like to know where, Chris, I'm going to assume you're a woman, where her gifts are taking me in 2022. Please and thank you. And if I'm wrong, please correct us.
Chris Martin. Okay, I'm pulling a card.
I'm seeing a baby donkey. It's really soft gray and it has black sort of mane to it. And he's a baby donkey. And I just had to share that. I'm not sure what it means yet.
I so I heard at first a game of ping pong being played, and then I kind of saw ping pong, and you're playing on one end, the universe is playing on the other end. You're kind of outgunned here. But I believe this year you are going to be learning and playing and um, yeah, you're going to be learning some new skills. And I kind of feel like this could go for all of us. We're learning new skills because everything's quickening, everything's spinning, but you're right in it. You're in it. You're in the game.
Oh, yes, you are. I heard immediately to draw a card. So I went to the Sacred Earth Oracle. You're going to love this. I'm just going to read the spiritual meaning. The card is core. Isn't that beautiful? Wow.
Yeah.
The center of existence, the center of the universe, and the center of your being is everywhere. The center has no fixed address. Every blade
Ooh.
of grass, every grain of sand, every starburst, every particle of you is in the center. You are the rise and fall of a wave in the cosmic ocean, never to be repeated, unable to be grasped, yet infinite, eternal, and omnipresent. I'd say you're going to have a pretty good 2022.
Yep.
That is very powerful. Very powerful. Wow. You were meant to receive that message today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know if I get anything. I'm not getting any more. I'm not sure why. I'm just getting that it's a little bit about the animal kingdom and you blending and understanding and being there for all of the creatures in this world, um, all of the animals, all of the plants, all of the anybody that has a spirit in this world, you're taking care of, and you are a steward to sentient beings. And this is maybe a path where you're leading towards down the road. I was trying to get something a little more concrete rather than just general,
Yeah.
but that's what I was getting.
Mm.
I think the
Okay.
message to all of us, and I know I'm going to speak to my classmates here because when we started out, we were just like, I don't know what this
Mm-hmm.
is about, and this is what I'm going to learn. And then boom, it was like stuff I never even imagined or thought that I'd be exploring and
Mm-hmm.
learning. I think that's maybe why it is kind of broad because it's your choice to explore
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy.
Yeah. I The explosion is so extreme. Like if you had have told me 2 months ago
Yeah.
that in 1 week's reading I would have seen at least four deities, I would have said that's crazy. That will never happen. But it did.
Hmm. Don't
Yeah.
box yourself in.
Yeah. Well,
The universe
I
is
didn't,
not boxed in.
yes, it's not. And that's my favorite saying. Don't put God in a box.
That's right.
Yep. And God could stand for the universe too.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Here we go. Here's another one.
Belinda.
Belinda. Hi,
Selena.
Belinda.
Hi. Okay.
While you two are tapping in, I'm going to look real quick to see if I missed any questions.
Well, they're all here, and they're all sort of like the audience. You're the superstar on the stage. You're like Freddie Mercury, and all of your loved ones and angels and guides are all in the audience, cheering you on, raising their hands, saying, pick me." We're all
I got that
here.
feeling. There's definitely I definitely feeling a family member stepping forward. But I don't have any name. Are you getting any one particular that's stepping forward, Jean, or
I'll have to ask. I'm
okay?
not. I'm not.
It is quite crowded.
It is.
Oh my God. Let's see. Who is this?
But you are the star. They're all watching you. They're all watching over you. They're so proud of you. They're sending you love. They're saying, "Oh, look, she did this. Oh, look." Like, they're just so excited at your every move. Like you're the, I don't know if you're the one or the first grandchild or the precious one that everybody was so fascinated, you know, with every little move.
That's the okay. So what I'm getting is a male, please excuse me, stepping forward, um, and he's saying, "Go on, honey." And so almost like in a grandfather or fatherly way or a dear uncle, something like that. "Go on, honey. You just," and I can just feel his big smile. "You go on, honey." Let's see if I can get more visual. Dark hair, um, somebody with a really good sense of humor, really fun, someone who loved children. Hmm. Blue plaid shirt, dark hair. We're rooting for you. Maybe it is a grandpa. I don't know. That sounds like a grandpa, doesn't it? We're rooting for you.
On that stage that we kind of all see people on, in my area on the stage where spirit animals sit, I see a little brown otter coming out. And the little brown otters are so playful.
Okay.
But what people also don't know about otters is they're very family oriented. Very family oriented. Their children sleep on their undersides. They turn over in their back and they wind themselves into the kelp, and their children sleep on top of their chests, and they caretake for their children. And the otter's saying, "You are such a lovely caretaker. You make things fun. You help provide the security for the others around you." And she's saying, "Remember to call upon me when you need, because remember, otters got teeth."
Oh.
I went to an aquarium once, and we got to go backstage, and they're all like, "Keep your hands to yourself. They can take a finger off." They were so cute, though.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's such a dear man. What I'm getting from them, but it's like a collective thought. of these ancestors and beings on the other side is call on us, talk to us, draw us near to you, because we're right here, honey. Keeps calling you honey. That's so sweet. We're right here, honey.
Teri, look what Melinda says. She says, "Daddy." You got her daddy.
What a sweet man. It's really sweet.
Hmm. How
It's like
amazing. Get back at my. Oh, and just a little bit back. Doesn't Cats gave us a little bit of feedback here? Billy was bigger than Adam and had facial hair. That's who I thought I was talking to. The one going woo 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 was Billy. Adam. Oh, that's. I love getting feedback like that. That helps us know we actually tapped into the right people. Here's our next one, Michelle My Belle.
Hi, Michelle My Belle.
Messages from her guides, please.
they're saying you're doing very well following the breadcrumbs that we're leaving for you. That you're listening to the guidance, and that you're following your intuition, and you're recognizing the yearning for learning more about spirituality and what's actually around us and who we truly are. You have this knowing. They've been dropping messages to you, knowings to you, dreams to you, lessons to you, and you're putting it all together, and you're faithfully and in a committed, in a confidence, with confidence, you're stepping forward and taking one more step, and with a lot of confidence, almost like you're crossing a river and you're stepping on the stones that are above the water, and you're saying, okay, now I'm on this one, now I'm on this one, and you're bravely taking a step outside of your comfort zone, away from everybody else who just does what the blinders show. You're opening up and looking around and listening and feeling and following, and they're just very, very proud of you and your commitment to your growth, and that the courage and the willingness to follow your guidance.
I want to add fear to that very same thing. I felt like I was almost reading along with Jean, but I want to add fearlessness. They're so appreciative of your fearlessness. And the way they're showing me that is you're riding this huge horse, a Brabant, and there's no bridle, no saddle, but you're just on it going full steam and not afraid.
I'm getting music. I don't know. I'm just hearing the word music. I don't know if you sing or you play or you just love music, but they're using it as a way of saying it's a grand chorus. It's a grand spiritual chorus. It's a symphony that surrounds you. And they're encouraging you to either listen, play, sing, and when you feel that music, they said, turn it up, turn it up, and feel that energy and know that that's the spiritual energy that surrounds you and gives you power.
I don't know if you've ever saw the movie Karate Kid, but I'm hearing good job, Daniel-san. Like he used to call him Daniel-san, like they are your mentors and you are the student and they are teaching you. And you know how brave that he was to do that crane and to stand up and stand fierce against the opponent and to learn and to have confidence in himself. This is what they're telling me you possess. This is what they're telling me you're following, that you're working hard, you're waxing it on, you're waxing it off, and you're doing the work, you're taking the steps, you're listening to your guides, and you will be champion. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing.
I love that.
Michelle, my bell.
Amazing.
Good for you. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh,
Oh my
I want to
goodness.
be the Karate Kid.
Wow, it makes me want to go back and watch that movie right now.
I know. I know. They're showing me the crane and
That's cool.
Oh my goodness.
wow. I'm crying here.
Wow.
That was moving.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
You know, as you both were talking, I feel like I got like a teeny tiny lesson. You know, a lot of times when you listen to other readers, you know, and especially like near death experience, they say the other side, you know, they're like, heaven isn't way up here, heaven is right here beside us. And as you were talking about the music, Teri, I just realized they just brought that right to me. Heaven is right here. And the very simplest of things crosses that veil, like listening to music, which I'm not a very musical person, so I don't often think about the power of music. It's very powerful, and it's a simple way to bring that vibration up, to come so close to that veil.
Yeah, beautiful. She says she just watched Cobra Kai, and she sings to her bird.
Oh,
I sing to my bird too. I have an African gray, and we love singing to each other.
That's beautiful.
Wow, powerful stuff, ladies.
Yeah. Well, let me just check really quick to see if I got any more questions here that maybe I've missed.
Can I jump in because I forgot to say something?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to let you all know that I'm giving away a free reading, and if you watch my first video, in that video, I make a quote and say who I was quoting. So if you go and watch that, now I know you can look in the comments and see what everybody else is saying, but I'm trusting you here. Go watch the video, get the quote, put it in the comments and of the second show, the comments of the second show. And then I'll be doing my third show shortly, and I'll put the names in a hat and draw one out. So I'm just excited about doing that. It's going to be a fun adventure.
That's a good idea to put the names in a hat because I can never figure out how to. I'm like, put a number 1 to 100, and yeah, it's hard to figure out how to do that.
Well,
But putting in names in the
this
hat,
isn't
and then
cheat proof, but you know, we're all on our honor here.
yeah.
So we have one more question, and that will be our last question. But before the question, I just want to say I'm very sorry, ladies. I didn't do my due diligence to get both of your URLs so we could put them up right now. So let me just really quick tell everybody that over there is SunPsychic Jean, and you can go to SunPsychic Jean on YouTube and find her, and you can book readings. And down there, no, that one's easy. There is Pure Visionary Teri Lee, and you also can get readings from her.
Mm-hmm.
And she has, so SunPsychic Jean has a great channel. She right now has a video about a reading she did that is mind-blowing, just mind-blowing. Pure Visionary has great videos. She has thought-provoking videos where that you get to think about what you believe and expand your belief system, which is, that's amazing. And it's great that everybody gets to do that. And then I have Key Guru Spiritual Journeys. It used to be Key Guru Tarot, but I don't do any tarot. I mean, I can, but I don't. So, and everybody I'm reading goes on a journey practically. So I decided to change the name. So you
I love
can
the
look
name.
at you can look at my videos, which are about the spiritual journeys I've been on, and then I'm starting to talk a little bit about some of the readings I've been doing because they've been so mind blowing, and I haven't even got started on that. I mean, and I've already got crazy stuff to talk about.
I love it.
Yeah, I did put something in the private chat, Teri, our links. I don't know if you can cut and paste easily. If not, that's fine. But I do take, I am doing private readings for 1 hour readings on a sliding scale still. And you can find that on my YouTube channel. Just press book a reading. I think it's called, or make an appointment or something, it says.
I'm
Okay,
putting
let
mine in
me.
the private chat here.
Book
But it's
appointments,
Okay,
it says.
Pure
put it
Visionary
in
Psychic
there.
Medium. And my website is purevisionarypsychic.com.
Oh, nice. That's your, okay. You can go right to her website. That's good. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I am
good.
just
Good job.
transferring these over.
Yeah, cut and paste. Good job.
There we go. Yep. Okay. And I'm just going to copy that. Okay, here we go for Teri, your visionary psychic medium. Um, okay. I don't even, oh, hang on, sorry. I just got
Please
to
hit the
check.
thumbs up and like and subscribe to Teri here if you're here in the chat.
Yes, please.
And
Mm-hmm.
put a comment below. When we're all getting started, it makes our videos show up on other people's feeds. So it really helps out a lot. And we really appreciate everybody being here and being so supportive for all of us from the very
Mm-hmm.
beginning. We were all
Yep.
in the same class together and we all did our practice for months. We were on weekly practice, remember?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I just want to thank everybody for joining in today, but I also want to thank everyone we read for today. Thank you for allowing us
Mm-hmm.
that honor, a very moving spirit there, and for everyone who was watching and commenting. Just a very powerful vibe today. Thank you so much for inviting me, Teri.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, you got a host pretty soon
I
anyway,
guess I
so.
better get to it. Yeah, I want to do a lot of fun stuff like that. I want to catch up to you guys.
Yeah, well, that won't take very long. You're already on that. So one more question, last question.
Okay.
Okay, from Rochelle. A
Okay.
message from my dad, Steve, please.
Steve.
I hear him saying that he's very proud of you. He's saying that he's fine and that he's with loved ones and not to worry about him, not to be concerned about him. He's
I'm hearing don't look back. Don't look back. Look forward to the beautiful days of life you have ahead of you. Know that I'm with you. And when you think of me, feel joy and I'll be there. Watch for signs.
I'm not necessarily getting a message, but he's showing me a favorite hat. One of those little hats that had the little feather in the side. Very neat little hat.
Like a fedora?
A fedora, but kind of more German and
Little short bill
feel.
instead of the big one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And he comes down, he takes it off, and he bows to you.
Oh, that's sweet.
And that's all I'm getting. Okay. We're at 1 hour and a little bit of change. So, Rochelle, we hope you understand those messages. And like we already said, thank you so much for coming and being our audience and giving us questions and challenging us. We really enjoyed it.
We did. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
See you next
Bye. It
time.
was fun, Teri. Thanks, Teri. Thanks,
Oh,
Teri,
thank
Teri.
you.